So yesterday we moved the big Asian aquarium over to the new studio. I was going to film all this, but I thought, you know, it's boring, we're moving a tank and loads of stuff can go wrong, which is probably why I should have filmed it. It was actually quite funny in the end. We had like the whole stand hanging out the back of the car, just teetering over the edge, and then the boot flew open as well. I really need a bigger truck really, or something like that. Here guys is a, oh, zoom out. So here's the current state of affairs in the studio. Missing tank, missing massive tank. Still obviously got everything else in its place, but we're missing all the look at the state of the floor. There is stuff everywhere, but that's all right. With the process of moving, it's an organised mess. That's for that one, that's for that one, you know what I mean? So yeah, everything else though is still going good. I don't want to rush this stage, you see, so that's why I've just moved the one across. I'm going to do the build video of that again this weekend. We're doing a Peninsula Tank. Actually, this vlog might be out after I do the full build. Who knows, I might release it earlier, I'm not even sure yet. We're going to do a full Peninsula build now. So remember how I used to have the tank coming out this section right here? Well, I moved it because this studio is so much smaller and it felt really cramped in here, trying to sort of squeeze around it all the time and getting everything in shot. But in the new studio, it comes out and it doesn't even impact on any sort of view. So I want to do that Peninsula look that we're going to go for originally. Tell you what, let's go over to the new studio and take a look now. Click subscribe. So here we are back in the new studio. Right next to me here is the new tank I'm talking about. Well, it's not new, it's my old 4 foot. It is the first 4 foot tank I ever got, the biggest tank I ever got initially. It's still doing great, it's still doing fantastic. It's just like a Chinese generic, no brand, and I made my own base for it as well. Base, is that the right word? Stand. I made my own stand for it, which is a bit shoddy. Some of the craftsmanship you'll see here is shocking. So I'm still in the process of repainting it all. It's only had one coat at the moment, but look, okay, so this is good. Solid. And then some of the joins going on, not too bad, it's looking all right there, but then, oh dear. Oh no. And then on the other side as well, anyway, it's just massive gaps, but you know what, it's absolutely solid. It doesn't move anywhere, and that's the main thing you want from your stand. And then also I've added 2 panels to the side here just to give it some structural support from going left and right, and now it is absolutely solid. So the Amano aquarium behind me that has got Mike the Better Fish in is doing really well, but I'm getting a little bit of algae on the wood. Now any tank that I put, oh, what are they called? Well, I can't remember the name of them. Where's that gone from my memory? Autosynclus. Any tank that I put autosynclus in, they just clean the whole place really well. You don't really notice them that much because they're not sort of shooting all over the place in sort of view of you. They kind of move like, they're like this, they're like stealthy, they're like, no one's looking, go. You're not going to see them swimming in the back lots, but they do a really good job of cleaning everything up, so I need to go and get some of those. Maybe I'll get some more Amanos as well. Shrimp, for those of you who don't know what that is, Amano Shrimp, named after Takeshi Amano because he was utilising them to clean tanks so that he didn't have to. Yuki's is still a little bit camera shy, but she is getting used to it, aren't you, baby? Doodles. What are you playing? Ah, it's Ninjago. It's Ninjago.
I need help.
Oh, he needs help. Jakey Bum. Say morning to everyone. What are you watching?
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Harry Potter must not go to Hogwarts this year. What did you do? One of the reasons I feel that people don't get into fitness is because they're worried about like diet and they think they've got to have some sort of complicated plan, but that actually isn't the case at all. Believe it or not, your body doesn't actually care where the calories come from. Yeah, alright, there's some foods that are obviously more healthy than others, but like overall calories are what count. Basically, if you lose more calories than you're putting in, you'll lose fat. So behind me is the new Asian Peninsula Tank. I can't show you just yet because I'm not completely finished it, but the new video of that is coming out next. I'm just not quite finished editing it. I want to take my time with it because it looks really, really good and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. And I think you will be as well. Obviously the filters on this have been running for over 6 months. Well, one of them has anyway, which means it can actually have quite a few fish to start with. So I want to go and get those as well. And you know, take my time, pick the right ones. I'm not getting loads to start with, just a few to put in there. But I'm gonna take on board some of your suggestions and definitely gonna be getting some of the tiger barbs. I've never had barbs before, so I'm really interested in having a look at them in one of my tanks. I've been looking at them online and they school really well, sort of in and amongst everything, so that'll be really cool. Loads of schooling fish I'm gonna have. Basically, at the top section, I'm gonna get some cory scoring on the bottom. Scoring? They're not scoring, they're gonna schooling. And then some barbs just darting in and out everywhere. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. And then a few little feature fish as well, like the grammies that you guys were suggesting. And I think some loaches would be pretty cool. Like, I like the yo-yo loach. I've never had that, and I think it looks really cool. There's gonna be some cool fish in there. Don't you guys worry about that. Not that you're worried, I don't know why you're gonna be worried, but yeah, it's gonna be good. So I just want to show you guys the discus aquarium because I haven't shown it for a very long time and it's looking absolutely awesome. Apart from all of this aqua soil that's fallen forward, you know, into the foreground, but I'm not too worried about that. I might in fact just sort of black it right out at the bottom there, just so it's like all black and then all green. But the discus are doing great. Whoa! Calm down, you. So this is 8 months old now. It's doing fantastic. I've just cleaned off this section of the grass. That's not grass, it's glass. Yeah, you can see over on this area that there's loads of like this stuff on the glass. That is the only algae that this tank gets. This tank is insane. I don't do anything to it at all. I just leave it. And about 2 months ago, you can see at the back there, those Amazon swords coming up. I planted some Amazon swords in there and they melted away completely. And I kind of forgot they were even in there. And then now look at that. That looks absolutely great, doesn't it? Sorry, let me step back so you can actually see it. It's doing great. There is the two discus in there still. This is George. Where's Sunshine? There, just hiding in that little bit there. So yeah, soon I'm going to be doing a big sort of session on this tank. I'll get it on a video. It'll be really cool. Look at the plant growth. It's just doing great. These Anubias down here, we've got Petite, we've got Nana Barteri, and they're all growing crazy. Look at these crypts as well, absolutely fantastic. Hygrophila all poking through. And look at these tiger lotus, look, they're coming right up to the top here and just poking out and right on the surface. Hey, look, we've got some little guppies there as well. Looking good. I love this tank. This tank is one of those ones where you just don't do anything to it and it just looks good all the time. So if I'm sat back here on the sofa, which I rarely am to be fair, you can just sit back and look at it like that. I mean, it's packed full, but it is super clean and it's super healthy, so why change it?